So today I'm going to make a video that none of the big stock market YouTubers want you to see, but I'm going to do this for you guys so you can get some information on some of the scams that are currently on from big YouTubers and some of the things that you need to be aware of as viewers. So we've got 3 things to go through here today. Now I do feel like over the last kind of 12 months I've kind of become the gatekeeper on YouTube. I've been trying to call out as much as I can, stocks that were just absolutely terrible, within the penny stock absolute boom only 12 months ago, and how terrible some of them stocks that were getting promoted. Very good food company, that's obviously a stock that is being absolutely terrible, that was being promoted on YouTube by the company paying YouTubers to promote that stock, and just channels in general that are just out there to basically make money for themselves, not actually to give you good information out there about stocks. I'm here and I try to be honest as possible. I try to make bull cases on why I'm investing in them companies. There could generally be reasons I could actually generally be wrong on them stocks, but I try and give you honestly as much as I can about them stocks and why I'm bullish on them. Whereas there was a lot of channels out there that were generally just promoting stocks for either views because the views were good on it, or they were making good payments on them sort of stocks. And I've tried to call that out in the last couple of months, particularly the last year really. And recently I've seen the 3 scams in particular a lot of big YouTubers are doing on you guys that I want to show you guys going forward. Now the whole video for this idea actually came to me today. I saw a big YouTuber actually post a video which seemed like an absolute copycat of a video that I did a couple of days ago, which was talking about stock market YouTubers leaving and the real reasons why a lot of these stock market YouTubers were leaving the YouTube scene. Now, the big YouTuber that made this video was an exact copy of the video that I made, but just put a bit of a big YouTuber spin on it, and a bit like, don't be so mean to some of the big YouTubers out there. And there was a few things that I wanted to talk about in today's video. But yeah, it kind of gave me the idea on why to make this and some of the things that they don't really want you to know about. So we'll get started. So the first one is leaving YouTube. At the moment you will see there's a lot of stock market YouTubers leaving the YouTube scene. Now, why a lot of stock market YouTubers leaving the YouTube scene now compared to 12 months ago? Well, here's a couple of points. Well, first of all, a few months ago we were in a major bull market. Now we're in a bear market. We've had a big massive correction, and that is the one big difference that we have right now. We've rotated from a bull market to a bear market, and in that time you've seen first of all, who has actually got confidence in the stocks that have been talking about, who's actually, everyone's a genius in the bull market. In the bear market you get, everyone's a long-term investor. In the bull market, in the bear market, you actually can see who's a long-term investor, who's actually done the research on the company, on the companies they own and talk about, who's still happy to buy them with stocks now they're cheaper, and who's now going, I actually don't know what to do, I'm going to panic sell. And it's been very clear to me, like a lot of the big reasons why big YouTubers have claimed that they're leaving the stock market scene is because the YouTube scene has turned, toxic, or the comments on the videos are toxic, which is absolutely true. I've seen it personally. There has been a lot more toxic comments because sometimes, unfortunately, people do judge investments on the short term. That's what happens. It's like football. You could still be a very good team, but you lose a couple of games, and everyone starts calling your football team terrible because you lost a couple of games, but you still might go on to win the title. You still might win the league, because over the long term, it's not judged off a few games, it's judged over a season. And if you're a proper long-term investor that's got the belief in your companies, that's the belief that you should have, is that, okay, I'm getting a little bit of negativity here, but in the long term, I'm going to prove them, I'm very happy with the squad that I have and the investments that I have, and that they'll do very well. And that's what's happened, is a lot of long-term investors in the YouTube scene that generally don't have any experience, we're just promoting certain stocks because they have no bull case on it, they don't actually know why they own it, and now they're getting, the stocks are going down and that negativity is getting to them, that they're leaving the scene. And it's unbelievable to me that they're claiming now, it's because they've got anxiety because of the YouTube comments. And it's a bit like, well, only 12 months ago when stocks at all-time high and you're promoting courses and pushing videos out every single hour, I didn't see that a problem back then. So it is amazing to me to see that happen. It's just that I think there's been a lot of stock market YouTubers that have just exploded over the last 2 months, 2 years should I say, since the CV times, that are now getting caught out for not really having that much knowledge and experience and going through the dips and confidence in the investment, and now getting caught out for it, which I think is one of the big the big things that is happening right now. And I think that is topped off with the views as well. For a lot of these big YouTubers, for me personally, my views are down, but it doesn't matter to me. I only make In the peak when views were really, really good, in the peak of the bull market, I was only making £500 a month. Now down in the bear market, I still get probably about £300 a month from YouTube, which it's not really that good. For me, the YouTube money doesn't really mean too much for me. It works out as £3 an hour. For a lot of these big stock market YouTubers, they've made good money over the last 2 years. They've been making 10, 15 grand a month, and now they're looking at it going, is it worth making the YouTube videos now in this bear market when views are down? No. So I'm just going to leave the scene. A lot of them have fair decent amounts of money from this situation now, and what you probably see in the next kind of few months is if we see the stock market rotate and the stock market goes back up, don't be too surprised if you see a lot of these big stock market YouTubers that have been leaving come back on the YouTube scene, because everything's happy. Everybody will be happy that stocks are going up. They probably get the views back a little bit, and hopefully by then the YouTube crowd has been rotated a little bit. New investors would have come in, and they won't be very much aware of their actual history of picking stocks and the confidence and knowledge in the stocks. So I think that is what you'll probably see in the next few months. So yeah, this is what you have to be very careful with some of these YouTubers out here, is who's actually talking about investments because they actually have confidence in them, and is not because of another reason, like, they're getting they're doing it for the views, or they're actually getting paid to promote some of these stocks. So you have to be very careful from that point of view. Next up is affiliate links. So in the last 12 months, I've seen a big massive boom in these affiliate links, and there's been some really dodgy affiliate links that I've seen a lot of channels being promoting. Sometimes it's not even clear that they've actually been paid to promote that affiliate link, but I'm seeing affiliate links now which are just unbelievable. Like, you can clearly see that some people are promoting these affiliate links and they generally don't even use them themselves, or don't even know what there is. I've seen affiliate links like investing into paintings now, and I actually saw, which you have to be very careful of, is generally like what that YouTuber that is making them videos, you have to be very careful about what is their tie to that affiliate. I won't say the name, but there is a UK stock market YouTuber out at the moment that only a few months ago was, probably a bit longer than a few months ago, maybe a year ago, was promoting Trading 212, saying join Trading 212 as a stockbroker. Now the reason they did that is because they were getting between £10 to £200 in a free share as commission as for whoever joined through that affiliate link. Now Trading 212 shut down their affiliate program and shut down the broker, and all of a sudden Trading 212 became the worst affiliate, the worst broker to have. Not a coincidence that the affiliate link disappeared as well at the same time, and then said it was a bad broker, moved away, went to Free Trade. Free Trade had, if you join through, you get £5 to £200 as through the affiliate link, and then they moved that down to £3. Now for some reason that content creator then said, Free Trade's a terrible broker, you don't use that anymore. Not because his commission has got shrunk down, it's because of the broker. And then they moved to another one. I can't remember exactly what the broker's name is now, but they're now promoting that broker, one that I've never heard of, and they're actually paying commission to they promote the affiliate link of £10 to £15, I think it is, whoever joins through that link, and suddenly now that's the best broker. The reason why this stock market YouTuber out here that makes these videos is promoting Free Trade, Trading 2, and this other new platform, is because he gets the most commission from that platform. Not generally, as he says in the video, that now that's terrible, now that's terrible, and that's the best one. You've got to be really careful about what is it in for them. I know personally for myself, I do promote, I do have affiliate links myself, but the ones that I do try and use are, for the broker side of it is Free Trade, because I generally think Free Trade at the moment is the best UK stockbroker platform out there, especially for the ISA side of it. It might be a little bit different when Trading 212 comes back online, but I generally do promote that because I generally do think it's the best one. And the other big one that I promote is Simple Wall Street, and probably most of you guys know is that even before I had an affiliate link, I paid for it myself. I used it in all my videos for 3 years, so it's a platform I use myself. So I thought I'd have to make that very clear that that's my link with the affiliate links that I have, but that's also, you got to question what other YouTubers, what associations do they have. And I've seen certain YouTubers, like I said, promote certain stockbrokers because that's who's paying them the most to promote them, and it's just a coincidence that the one that pays him the most suddenly turns out to be the best stockbroker to use at the moment. So be very careful of that. I've seen a lot of terrible affiliates being promoted in the last kind of 12 months. And the last one is pumping trash stocks. You've got to be very careful of this. 12 months ago, you've seen penny stocks being promoted that were terrible. You were seeing very good food company, for example. CEO just left the other day, terrible company, and that company was going out and paying YouTubers to promote the stock. And there was a leaked email that came out a while ago with a list of YouTubers that they get in contact to promote certain stocks, and sometimes it isn't clear on some videos if they're getting paid to promote that stock. It's something that you got to be very careful of, and that was very clear with a lot of stocks in the last 12 months, a lot of the penny stocks, stock like a very good food company. You've got to be very careful about that. That situation that YouTuber is getting actually promoted to, getting paid to promote that stock. You've got to be very careful of that situation. And these are 3 things that have been going on quite a bit at the moment, and it's something as a viewer that you guys need to be very, very careful of and be aware of and understand. When you're watching a lot of these YouTubers, you think, okay, I've got to be careful. Does this YouTuber have some sort of affiliate or link to this thing that they're talking about? And also why you also need to do your own research, and you understand why you're making that decision and why you're investing into that certain company or that certain product that's being promoted. Is it actually a good product? Are these YouTubers only talking about these products because they're getting paid for it? They actually don't use it themselves. So a lot of it just comes down to just being very careful at the moment. Unfortunately, this is where we're at. It wasn't so much of a big situation probably say 2 years ago, but recently within the last 2 years, it just seems out there at the moment there's definitely a lot more stock YouTubers on the stock market scene that are willing to take a lot of these paid promotions. A lot of them do seem to be fading off now in the last kind of 2 months. Now we've hit a bit of a bear market, but there's some that does still exist out there, so just got to be careful really. And I thought I'd share this video here so you guys viewers are aware of some of these things that some of these big stock market YouTubers are doing, so you don't get caught out with them anyway. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in a bit.